Hello, this is Nicole Listema, and I'll be conducting your weekly weather briefing for Thursday, November 3rd, 2022, from the National Weather Service office in Atlanta, Peachtree City. We do have a few topics to go over today. One, there's some things brewing in the tropics. The new Drought Summary was released today, and we'll also talk about the weekend weather and what's expected, and the temperature and precipitation outlooks for the month of November. Currently, we have high pressure situated across much of the eastern seaboard of the United States, with a frontal and low pressure system across the Four Corners section of the country. This frontal system will move east Friday into Saturday, but struggle to make it much further east of the Mississippi River through the weekend. It should stall just west of Georgia by Sunday and become diffuse by early next week. The front could bring us some light precipitation, but generally amounts should remain below 1/10 of an inch through Sunday. We do have something to talk about in the tropics. A large non-tropical low pressure system is expected to develop this weekend over the northeastern Caribbean Sea or southwestern Atlantic. Initially, the system should be very broad and disorganized. However, conditions could support gradual tropical or subtropical development by early next week. The system is expected to generally move northward or northwestward, and it could end up bringing some precipitation, mainly to eastern Georgia, by early to mid next week. Stay tuned to later forecasts for more details. Speaking of precipitation, a new drought summary was released today. Short-term dryness has begun to settle over much of Georgia. Moderate drought conditions were expanded across eastern and southern portions of Georgia, and severe drought conditions were expanded across northeastern portions of Georgia for this outlook. Speaking of rainfall totals, much of October was dry for all of our climate sites. Everyone was below normal for precipitation. And the year to date, we only have 3 stations that we do climate for that were above normal, with Athens being the most below normal at 6.83 for year to date. 6 to 10 day outlook for the southeast. We may be above normal for precipitation for this period, especially if that tropical or subtropical system impacts the southeast coast early to middle next week. Temperatures will remain well above normal for the period. But for the entire month of November, we should remain below normal for the entire month for precipitation, and temperatures will remain above normal for November. So in summary, very little precipitation is expected with the weekend frontal system. A tropical or subtropical system could impact the southeast states early to middle next week, being our next rainmaker. November is expected to be warmer than normal with below normal precipitation. Thanks for attending our presentation today. Have a great weekend.